Oh, fucking course, I have to redo this video because I'm a dumbass and, well, I left my music audio on. Heart, I'm gonna send you the video. Just upload a snippet of that because I'm a fucking idiot. Anyways, hi there. Well, hi there, and welcome back to the SCP versus 40K fights. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna take it easy. We're just gonna have a nice long discussion about this, and then we're just going to. Right there, Heart, I'm about to yell and scream, giving you a warning, because I want some explosions and some other shit, because this is the most metal fight we've had in a very while, because it's literally Khârn versus Abel, and Jesus Christ, it's gonna be massive. So yeah, ready? Ha! You fucking thought? Nah! This is SCP versus 40K! We don't give a fuck! I'm gonna redo that because I shouldn't say the F-bomb in the first, 2 minutes. Ha! You thought? No! This is SCP-40K! We do what we want, baby! And we got Abel versus Khârn the Betrayer! Let's go! Alright. But before we do that, I actually have a problem. I have a problem because my phone just goes off, yeah. But hey, before we do that, I have a slight thing to talk to you about. So, because of my analytics, I can actually see some really interesting stuff, and it was shown to me that, well, a couple of y'all don't follow. I mean, we got down from 69, nice, down to 66, which means that we're actually doing good progress, because 3% of you actually decided, hey, screw it, I'm going to subscribe. So, yeah, thank you for that. But, anyways, we should get back to this, because this is an interesting fight. This is the most metal fight we've had in a while. It's basically an immortal killing machine versus an immortal killing machine. I can't put this in perspective any more than that, because, God, that's the most interesting and most metal thing I've ever heard. But anyways, we should get into this. As you know, we will go over both sides of the spectrum with Abel and Khârn, and then we will go into a 3-round fight. One being outside the warp, one being inside the warp, and one with both of their minions, i.e. the MTFs for, well, Abel, and the World Eaters for Khârn, to go against each other in a battle of attrition. Now, with that being said, we should talk about my main man, Abel, because, well, SCP comes before 40K. So, with that being said, let's get into this. When it comes to Abel, he is probably one of the most powerful in the SCP, well, Foundation, but not in the SCP universe. He is immortal, and he can come back from death. However, he does have a finite of, regeneration after he returns from his coffin of sleep. That being said, he is probably one of the most powerful for the fact that he can make any weapon as long as he sees. And due to the fact of a story recently, he actually has the ability to, create, firearms. I know, it sounds a little cheesy and it sounds a little, funky-y, but it is what it is. But we're going to be using the most recent versions of both characters, so yeah. That being said, he does have a large arsenal, from knives, daggers, to bazookas, firearms, explosives, and even fucking nukes. That being said, he does not like using firearms or explosives. He does believe them to be dishonorable and thinks them cowardly. However, he does have a good side to him. He is very just. He doesn't believe in just killing for killing's sake. He believes in, the strong survive and the weak die. So if he was in the 40K universe, we all know, that man will be a corn worshiper the moment he gets in there. You know what I'm saying? But hey, that is what it is when it comes to it. Now, when it comes to his weaknesses, oh boy. He is very headstrong and will do whatever it takes to win, including sacrificing getting hit to make a hit. The 682 logic. That being said, he has on occasion done good with it. However, it has caused problems because, when he was with an MTF unit, and, let's just say it didn't go too well for Pandora's Box. Because when Abel gets bored, he basically goes on fighting sprees. And since nobody can really go toe-to-toe with him besides the giant lizard, or, well, any other entity that has, well, insane regen ability, it basically comes down and boils down to the problem. That being said, it's interesting to see that, well, even though he is the strong one of the Foundation, or a strong one of the Foundation, I should say, he's probably, when it comes to strength, only at around a 9. He isn't as strong as people give him credit. He is superhuman and superhuman speed, but he doesn't have, well, the fighting potential that he used to. Well, I should say used to because, well, it's Abel. He's been around for a very long time. He does have the ability to adapt to pretty much anybody's fighting style, i.e. when he fought 6A2 and basically adopted their version of fighting, which is take a hit to deliver a hit, which in its own didn't do well, but he understood. Now, when it comes to willpower, I'm going to give him a solid 5. He does have his mindset and everything to, well, stay on a straight line. However, it does not matter when it comes to it because sometimes he will just say F it and kill people, which Pandora's Box being one of them, oh boy, that was a great shit show. Not gonna lie. When it comes to trickery, I'm gonna give him a solid, I'd say 6, maybe 7. He doesn't perform backstabbing, but he does believe that all fair in love and war. Which means that if it comes down to it, he will stab you in the back if it means he's going to win. He's not dishonorable, but he believes that anything in a fight should go. That being gouging, piercing, hell, even throwing sand in somebody's face. Everything is permitted. You know, he's a classic. When it comes to minions, this is where it gets a little tricky. If we're going to just say it's the, well, Pandora's Box unit, I don't think it would last that very long. So we're going to do one of two things. One, we're going to do scenarios with just him and Pandora. And the other one is going to be him with every MTF backing him up. Which, that has happened in the past, but it was rare. It's been very rare. So, with that, I believe we have his set up. Because his minions, we're going to fluctuate. If it's just Pandora's Box, I'm going to put it at a solid 3. If it's with every MTF, it's a solid 9. So, yeah. I'm believing we're probably going to lean towards the more MTFs, but you get the idea, and in the future, if you have that type of idea or comment, you can understand my points deductions. Now, let's move over to our big boy, Khârn the Betrayer. Khârn the Betrayer, also known as Khorn's left hand because the right hand's Angron. Khârn the Betrayer. Oh boy, how do I put this guy into his specific words? Baby Angron. There you go. That's pretty much Khârn. I can't put it any more or any less easy. He's just Baby Angron. There's nothing more I can say to that. But I will say this, his strengths are inevitable and insane. Basically, he has a kill counter, which as long as that kill counter keeps going up, he gets stronger and stronger and stronger. The more he kills, the more powerful he gets. That does have a detriment because the simple truth is he will reset the counter if he dies, but that's a rarity and it hasn't happened so much. He does have, well, basically, you know, he's an Astartes. He's super strong, super durable, super speed, everything of that nature. However, he does have a tendency to have one major flaw. He is bound to the idea of a just fight. Gladiator rules, but still just fight. No backstabbing of that nature. He has died, canonically, by Gavalokin multiple times, or at least once. But that's the thing, too. Khârn can just bring him back. And it's the same rules with Abel. After a little bit, he just pops back into existence. However, his kill counter is reset. But, hey, it is what it is, and he can just get it back up. Now, when it comes to strength, I'm giving him a 10. It's just, he's a nigh unkillable monster who basically is an Astartes, who also has the power of a fucking war god, more or less, or the personification of violence, I should say. So, yeah. Yeah. Not an easy fight to fight. But hey, it is what it is. I will say that when it comes to his willpower, oh boy, it's probably worse than Abel's at probably a 3 or 4. The reason being is Khârn basically goes into these berserker rages and he just doesn't get out of them. He just goes on murder sprees and won't stop until he's either dead or what he's fighting is dead. And the problem with that is he kind of loses control. Like, on a regular basis. Like, not Angron levels of lose control, but fucking close enough. I will say he has made sure to keep it in check recently, but it's still a problem. When it comes to trickery, that's a solid goose egg. He does not believe in fighting with tricks. He believes in fighting one-on-one, face-to-face. And that's where it gets a little interesting, because he's probably one of the strongest characters in the 40k universe, but he doesn't really care too much. He's not as strong as, say, Angron or, hell, even one of the Demon Princes, but he is one of the strongest. So that's why I say him and Abel kind of fit into that little niche of, you're powerful, but you're not as powerful. Now, when it comes to minions, oh yeah, solid 10. He's got the World Eaters, he's got Demon Princes, he's got Khârn on his side, he ain't dying, and he is going in hard. So, what does that leave us with in the fights? Well, let's get into that. Again, we're going to go outside the warp, inside the warp, and minions. When it comes down to outside the warp, I'm going to give this one definitely to Abel. With Abel being able to kill Khârn, it's not a sense of how, it's a sense of when. Again, Abel basically can come back from anything. It does not matter. But if we're truly doing a fight to the death, it's basically whoever drops first is the loser. I'm going to say that it's going to be Abel who's coming out on top, due to the fact that he has more battle experience and his battle IQ is insanely higher than Khârn's. Khârn's been around for a couple thousand years, and inside the warp, timey-wimey, fucky-wucky. But the thing is, Abel has the ability to adapt to anybody's fighting style, and even incorporate it. And he also has lived for a lot longer than Khârn. Now, that being said, when it comes to inside the warp, oh boy. Inside the warp, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. I'm leaning more towards Khârn, but that's only because I'm guessing Khârn would give him a little bit of a boost in that regards, due to the fact that he has the warp to aid him in his fight, like the energy of it. Not the actual beings, but the energy. And I don't think Abel would win in that situation due to the fact that Khârn basically would get supercharged from the warp. Now, when it comes to minions, this is where it gets tricky. I'm going to have to say this. We're going to have to redo that entire thing. Hold on. When it comes to inside the warp, this is where it gets interesting. I will have to say Khârn takes the win on this, due to the fact that Khârn is basically, well, at home. He is at his own doorstep, and I don't believe that, Abel would be able to keep him down, or at least put him down. Remember, we're not doing, gladiatorial fights to the death. Oh, actually, no. No? We're doing that? Really? Shit. Okay, well, fuck it. If they're doing gladiatorial fights, first one to lose is the one that dies. I'm going to give it to Khârn. Due to the fact that he's in his home turf, he has his own abilities, and he's also getting powered from the warp. Yeah, I would say it's Khârn. Now, when it comes to minions, this is where it's going to get a little hectic, and I'm sorry. Again, with Abel, if it's just the red... Again, with Abel, if it's just Omega, oh boy. If it's just Pandora's Box, I can't see him winning no matter what. But if it's the entire MTF units backing him up, I could see them having a fighting chance. That being said, I don't think they would win necessarily, but I don't think they would lose either. So this one I'm leaving up to you guys in the comments. Who do you think would win in the minion fight? Khârn with the World Eaters and Demons, or Abel with every MTF unit backing him up? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, who do you think we should do next in the comment section? Because honestly, this one was a really good one, since both these characters aren't really mainstream characters of their universes, but they're strong enough to actually get noticed. So yeah. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like, a subscribe, and hit that bell notification bell. With that also being said, don't forget to join us in the Discord. It's free. Why not? Come in. And also become a member on YouTube. You literally get to see all these videos that I'm making in their rawest form the moment I'm done recording. I literally upload them for you members, and you get it for free. Well, it's $1, but it's basically free. But hey, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. And always remember, for the Emperor!